Hi there, my name is Dr. Arora and I'm a GP and an aesthetics doctor. I'm working with FOREO today to introduce their wonderful Imagination Do-It-Yourself face mask. So there are a number of face masks, as you may be aware of, that we can use on our skin. One of them is the sort of techie skin mask that you can get where you attach them to a device and use those on the face. The other most common face masks that you can get are the ones that come in a pre-packet, which you apply to the face after you've had a skincare routine. And then we've got the traditional do-it-yourself home masks, which a lot of us do and have been doing through the pandemic. As an aesthetic doctor and a GP, I often use lots of chemical ingredients in skincare to help treat different conditions. But I think over the pandemic, one thing that we've all found helpful is to sit at home and create our own DIY masks. There's just a feeling of self-care involved in that and a feeling of warmth that comes with that. So I think that self-care, do-it-yourself masks definitely have a place in skincare. Aside from that, there are natural ingredients that you can use to help replenish the skin, hydrate the skin, and to make yourself feel plumped up and ready for the day ahead. So I think there definitely is a space there for do-it-yourself masks. So different things can actually contribute to our skin moisture levels falling, and we can get dry skin, irritated skin and redness from all of this. Normally climate change is a big thing. Also might be if you've got exacerbation of an existing skin condition like eczema, psoriasis, you might find that your skin moisture levels are dropping. Whatever the reason, it's really important to think about how we can replenish that and how we can return that moisture to the skin surface, because the skin's barrier, which is our natural barrier to external stresses, to oxidants in the air and the pollution, we need to obviously replenish that, become hydrated before we can actually have skin that's glowing and plump. So even if you do have dry skin, trying to get back to getting that barrier replenished and hydrated is really, really important. The FOREO Imagination Do-It-Yourself face mask has some specially formulated ingredients to help bring moisture and hydration to the skin surface. Now, we have some really popular ingredients in there like the hyaluronic acid, which we all know is highly hydrating and replenishes the moisture barrier of the skin. We also have allantoin, which is an emollient used quite often in compromised skins like eczema. We also have omega-6 fatty acids like linoleic acid, which is really good for elasticity, anti-aging, and again, moisture. Now, another really famous and popular one is the vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant which helps protect against the UV radical damage from the sun and environmental stresses. And that's just a few of the wonderful ingredients in the mask to help moisturize, hydrate, and give an anti-aging effect. So I guess the really cool thing about using an Imagination Do-It-Yourself face mask is that you get to pick the ingredients that you'd like to put into your face mask. So if you've got an ingredient that helps your skin or you feel more soothed by it, you can mix that together with the mask and use it directly on the skin surface. Now, some of my favorites are cucumber. I quite like using the cucumber into my mask because my eyes can get quite puffy from time to time, so this really helps to relax that, cool my face down and give a really nice soothing effect alongside that lovely moisturising base which is in the Imagination Do-It-Yourself mask. Then we've got the blueberries, which is another favourite of mine, to mix those in my face mask. They are high in antioxidants, as we know, so they can protect against free radicals. We also have brighteners in here, which is great if you've got patchy skin or you want to just brighten your skin overall. So another favourite of mine to mix in the DIY mask and use from time to time as well. Now, my third one is avocado. So again, it's really high in omega fatty acids and therefore is moisturising and hydrating. I mix it with the Imagination mask to give an extra boost of moisture when I've been feeling dull and my skin's feeling dry. So another great one to use as a natural ingredient. So I guess the benefits of having it do-it-your-own face mask is that you know exactly what's going inside there. So I think using natural ingredients, it feels good on the skin, you know that you've sourced those ingredients from the farm shop or from the supermarket, wherever it may be, to apply into your face mask. Whereas sometimes when you're purchasing over the counter, you don't exactly know what's in the face mask, you don't know what the content exactly is. So at least when you're using a natural face mask, you know what you're using. And also there's a feeling of oneness with nature. I think there's a whole self-care element to it, which makes you feel like you're part of something when you're crushing up the ingredients, mixing them with your face mask and applying them. It's a really lovely self-care routine. That's how I find anyway. So I guess the plus point of using a mask like Imagination is that you know exactly what's in it. So you've got the hydrating base. Now normally and traditionally when you're creating a do-it-yourself mask at home, just plucking ingredients to try and get it all to stick together. It might be yogurt, it might be milk, turmeric, and these ingredients can be quite irritating from time to time as well. So having a mask that kind of sticks everything together and is hydrating and plumping with wonderful ingredients, as mentioned before, is a plus point anyway. And then you're just adding a touch of whatever the natural ingredient is that you want. So you're not overdoing it, it's natural, it's going to make your face mask experience better, but it's not going to irritate the skin, which is really, really important. So I think there's definitely a place for do-it-yourself face masks. I do actually use them at home, but you have to be careful of how much ingredient you're using, which ingredient you're using, and for what skin type you're trying to treat. So if you've got acne, oily skin, you're not going to be using coconut oil, it'll block your pores further. So using calming ingredients specific to your skin type is really, really important. You're definitely going to find a place for do-it-yourself face masks. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you found it useful. If you'd like to see more content like this, do follow FOREO, and you can follow me over on Instagram. My handle is @TheFaceBible.